Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today I have something which I believe is a YouTube first. It's going to be an unboxing of none other than the Hasbro POX handheld electronic game. Now, these were a toy that came out in 2001. Supposedly, it was off to a good start. They had a little bit of a viral marketing campaign where they gave them out to the so-called coolest kids they could find. Told the kids to try to kind of spread the word. From what I understand, they were actually kind of popular. I remember when it came out, and I really wanted one, but I didn't have 25 bucks or whatever to blow on one when I was a kid like that. But a couple years later, my friend actually traded me one that he had for something. I traded him a video game or something for it, and I really liked the thing. I thought it was pretty neat, kind of fun. Definitely ahead of its time. It's not like your Tiger electronic game, it's not like it's not that simple. It's almost like a real game. You could almost compare it to like Pokemon or something. It's definitely not as complicated as Pokemon, but it's definitely a step beyond your typical handheld from the time. So I have 3 of these guys here now. I wanted to have more than one color so I could actually do the player versus player on these, because they have a radio transceiver inside of them, and they'll you can sync up with people around you in 30 feet. You can trade, you can battle, and I never got to do that, so I figure maybe I should get the other colors and see what's going on. So I ordered all 3. I already had this one. This is my original green, and since I already got that, I'm definitely not going to open up the green, even though it's actually the one that I should open up because it's in kind of a little bit rougher shape than the others. I don't know if you can see, but the box is a little mangled here. But take it in, savor the unholy trinity, the real Triforce. Sorry, Link. All 3 POX. We have the Psycho Green, powers of stealth. The Spino Red, powers of strength. And the Plasmo Blue, powers of deception. So, I actually have a blue one, a loose blue one in the mail, but I could not, for the life of me, find a loose red one. So, as much as it pains me to do it, we're going to do an unboxing of this bad boy. The Spino Red POX. Alright, let's get this show on the road. I got my tools here. I got the scissors. So let's cut this bad boy open and see what the heck's inside. And hang on one second. I'm going to go grab some batteries and we're going to boot this bad boy up too. Alright, got the batteries. These things take 3 AAAs. I got them Rayovacs for you. Where am I going to set these? I don't want to lose them. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I want to open this very carefully. I definitely want to keep it in decent condition if I can. So I'm just going to cut up the side here. I'm just going to straight cut this side up. Here we go. Y'all ready? Alright, we started now. There goes all your value. It's nice to have these POXes and not open them. And it's been almost 20 years. I think they came out 18 to 19 years ago, back in 2001. But they originally retailed for $24.99, I believe. And right now, used, you can get them for just under 20 bucks. So they didn't gain any value. In fact, they lost value from the original retail. And with that in mind, I don't feel that bad cutting this thing open. Plus, I'm going to actually keep the box and keep it in its best shape that I can, so that we're not going to completely destroy the value of the box. if I ever did want to resell this thing, I'm gonna send them the case too. All right, so we got it. We can sneak right in there and pull that thing right out. Oh yeah. First human hands to ever touch this red Spino PCU. And wow, that thing is pretty. Look at that. Brand new. Let's smell it. Don't call me weird. I need to smell it. Oh, it smells fantastic. It smells like a new pair of shoes. It smells perfect. Look at this crisp label. That nice clip. Hear that nice clip action. Good buttons. Perfect screen. And I gotta say, I really like the red. I believe the red POX is the best looking one. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, so before we continue and boot this thing up, let's see what's inside the box. Because I have a feeling there might be some kind of booklet or guide or manual in here. I really hope. Oh my gosh. I know many people. I'm not the only person keeping the POX dream alive. I know you have wondered about this and wondered about this. What happened to all these? What'd you kids do with all these back in the day? Look at this. Boom. We have the entire Prion reference sheet. Tells you all the abilities, all the different Prions, which are what they call the little parts, the tails, the torsos, and the heads that you can build your POX out of. Look at that. We have a reference for parts and a little instruction booklet. Look at this. It goes over everything. Nobody kept these. This is really a treat. This is fantastic. Nobody mentions this, you know? You see these POXes for sale and you wonder, is there a manual inside there? Yeah, turns out there is. And this piece in particular, this is really something that you need. If you're seriously going to try to play the POX, you really need this. Because in the game, all the parts use little abbreviated names. You have no idea what anything is. And you have no way of knowing what any of the abilities do unless you have the reference. Now you can look up the reference online, but it's a little tough to find. So it's great that we have this. Wow. And now I want to address something real quick before we move on. The so-called classified, right? Every strain, I guess. Yeah, every strain, or just somewhere in here there's classified. You know, if you read the online reference, it's actually printed up a little bit differently. The classified. Oh no, here they are. So yeah, I guess for every strain, there are classified parts, right? What are the classified parts? There's no information on them. You can't find information on them. Well, there was a urban legend about this thing years ago, back in 2011. I looked up the POX because I was trying to find a reference manual. I found my old POX. I wanted to play it, needed a reference. Turns out people were talking about it. People were like, "You remember this old game? Hey, how do you play it? How do you get the classified parts?" And in this old forum, which I cannot find anymore, I don't think it's around anymore, the people were saying, "Oh, to get those, you had to have the fourth POX unit, the fourth gold PCU." Or they said it was a gold or an orange or possibly a yellow PCU. Like this one's red. They said that there was a fourth one, a beta, if you will, or a special one that was supposedly given out to the first 1,000 or 100, just a small, or maybe even 30, the first small batch of kids who they had playtesting them, in their viral marketing campaign when they were first trying to spread the word about the game. They said that they had the beta POX units, and on those units, you could get the classified items. And the only way for somebody with a regular retail unit like these to get those was to battle one of those people and kill their POX, or, to obtain their POX, to dissect them and get their parts that way. Or if you actually were lucky enough to have one of the gold POX units. Now, I I've looked this up and looked this up, and I've actually read through the patents on the POX. I've read through all of the FCC information on it. I went ham on this thing. I went down the rabbit hole, and I'm convinced that no such thing exists. Nobody has ever posted one. Nobody has any information. People mention it from time to time. I've seen several people mention it, and it's just word of mouth. It's hearsay as far as I'm concerned. Nobody's ever seen one, and everybody just basically heard that rumor. It's kind of like Mew back in the original Pokemon. Those of you that played Pokemon Red and Blue back in the day, people told you like they knew. Oh, I've seen it. Oh, I have it. Oh, I caught Mew. You just go, you go behind the boat, you go and move the truck, and there pops a Mew. And I'm calling BS on it because that's not how you get Mew, But later on, after we were convinced you couldn't get Mew, or in this case, you can't get the classified parts. There's no information on them. You don't know how to do it. There's no missing gold POX. It's a myth. It's made up. Something kids made up on the schoolyard to explain why you can't get it. Or maybe some kid got slick and frickin' spray painted his PCU gold and told everybody, oh, I got the special one. He took it apart and grabbed a can of spray paint. Anyway, that ain't how you get it. So, how do you get it then? Back in the days of Pokemon, there actually was a way to get Mew. And it was a little bit more tricky than using, going behind the boat and moving the truck. And it didn't involve using Game Chart. You didn't have to cheat. There was a way to do it. Well, guess what? There's a way to get the classified items in the POX as well. Now, I'm going to reveal that eventually. Am I going to reveal that to you right now in this video? Nah. I'm going to chill on that info for a bit. Let you guys sweat it off. Anyway, moving forward, let's try this PCU out, huh? Alright, where's my screwdriver? Because we're running out of time here. Alright, so let's undo these screws. I couldn't find my bigger screwdriver, so... Oh, I'm pulling out the wrong screws. What a dummy. Oh, man. I apologize, folks. I'm making a fool of this. Hang on. Okay. This is the only screw you need to actually remove in order to add the batteries. This screw right here. Now, in order to change the batteries and not lose your save file, it says on here on the sticker, right here, change batteries within 30 seconds. Right? Can you see that? I apologize if it's a little blurry. So anyway, we got this open. Okay. We got our batteries. Man, those are snug too. They're brand new. It's not all loosey-goosey, you know what I mean? It's like we're the first one in here. Alright. Let's tighten this up. Not too tight. We don't want to strip it. Alright, now we're going to flip this close button, and I believe it will boot right on when we do that. So, I'm going to flip it and switch it. Oh, here it goes. Nice. Look at that, guys. Alright, we got it up. So let me name my guy real quick. I'm just going to name him I'm just going to name him so you can see it. I'm just going to name him BBBBB. Alright, now you get to choose your parts. Oh wow, the red default parts look completely different than the green. I'm going to choose just all the default parts. And then I think you always want to attack first with head. So I'm going to say head. Oh, I messed up. We're going to say head. Yeah. We're going to say head, head, head. Yeah. For these basic parts, I think that might be good. Just head, head, head. That means you're going to attack with the head, at the head, and defend your head. And then it's 3 rounds of combat. Input name. I think we'll name him A. Cool. So we go into the game real quick. Go into the arena. Select your POX. Yes. Very interesting. Something I just realized. The first level in the POX Psycho Green is called Aggress-R. The first level in POX Spino Red is called Dual Node. Now, interesting to note, since all the items that you acquire are different in all the different colors of POX, all the stages are going to be different because the stages are actually named after the part or ability, I forget which one, that you obtain when you finish that stage. So all the stages, I don't know if they're the same as far as like the layout, but they're named differently, and you get a different part when you beat it. So let's open it up and I'll see, because I played the last one. I'll know if it's a different stage. Let's take a look. Should be a secret right around here somewhere. Wow. Hang on one second. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing up against the walls, because there's secrets in this game that you can get when you push up against the wall. See, like right here. See, watch this wall. Watch. When I press up against it, it gets destroyed. You go in and get your secrets. Now, I'm 99% sure that the layout does change. I think the overall layout is the same, but the hidden areas are moved between the different POX units. So there you have it. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check later and maybe update the the info here on this video, but I'm pretty sure that the layout is different insofar as the secret areas are moved around. So there you go. There's your red Psycho POX. Now that I got two of them, I'm going to give this one to a buddy. I'm going to keep this one. And we're going to each play the game and battle it out and see who can become the POX master. Alright, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, go ahead and give it a like. Do whatever you do. Thanks a lot. Take care, guys.